good, y'all? So in this video, I'm going to be reacting to Drake's embarrassing beef with Pharrell. So I heard that Pharrell went on like an interview, and the interview was trying to be like messy and ask him certain questions, and that Pharrell was very much like unbothered, mature responses. But I feel like they've had beef for years. Where it stemmed from? Oh wait, I'm from Virginia, Virginia Beach to be exact. So I know that Pharrell is from Virginia. Pusha T is from Virginia. So I wonder if it started when Pusha T beef with him started. That's where all of this came from. I don't know. But anyways, he's about to explain it. I really like his videos, and I like the way he explains things. So I like the way he explains things. So let's just get into it.
I just said that Drake sums Drake up perfectly. Now, for those of you that don't know, Drake has been in a long time beef with Pharrell. Now, notice I said Drake has been in a long time beef with Pharrell. Not they were beefing. It's a one-sided beef. Drake hates Pharrell. Now, Drake had a problem. See, this beef is so one-sided that...
Is it because, like, okay, he's going to explain it. I'm going to shut up.
Drake has been trying to get Pharrell to respond for years. Now, let's go back for a second. This whole thing started because Birdman didn't pay Pharrell for a beat. Birdman don't pay anybody. Pusha T, who goes...
I reacted to him explain something about Lil Wayne. No, it won't. Yes, Lil Wayne with the Birdman, Young Thug versus Lil Wayne thing, and yeah, he don't pay nobody. He don't pay his artists. He don't pay his producers. He don't pay his mama.
Way back with Pharrell said, "You suck, Birdman." Lil Wayne, who was like a son to Birdman, said, "Who suck, Pusha T?" Pusha T said, "Well, both of y'all suck." Drake, who was like a son to Lil Wayne, said, "Who suck, Pusha T?" Pusha T said, "Well, all y'all suck." And then Drake and Pusha T got in a beef. You know, that one famous beef, Pusha T versus Drake. The consensus is Pusha T won the battle.
And it, you know, exposed the child, the first one. And then Drake lied and said there is no kid. Where's the kid? What kid? Then he said he was not hiding his child from the world. He was hiding the world from his child. Y'all noticing a pattern where somebody exposed him and he said, no, that's not true. Boom, child. I'm just waiting for the other child to come out.
You know anything about Drake, he ain't gonna let anything go. It's been subtle, but Drake has slid in some shots against Pusha T. Pusha T has been like, Drake said. So he started throwing shots at Pharrell. Pharrell said. So Drake says, I bet. Pharrell decides to sell some of his iconic chains so he can donate the proceeds to small business owners.
That's so
Drake
nice.
buys all the chains. And Drake starts wearing them in music videos, starts showing them off a little bit, like, ooh, I got your chains, now what? Now in the culture, if you get your chain snatched and somebody starts wearing it, you know, you look a little silly.
But he sold them, so he didn't want them. And you still gave him the money, and so he still did what he was trying to do. So this does make you look like a corny piece of shit.
The culture. Drake thought this was like a diss, but no one even really knew he did this. Because Pharrell didn't get his chains taken, Drake bought them in a business transaction. And worst of all, Pharrell didn't say anything about it. What's he supposed to say? So Drake raises the stakes. He said, I burned the chains in a song. Pharrell said.
That's like he burned his own money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, some of the stuff that he does is just really, like, clownish. Like, it's not even like, oh my God, that's so petty, but it's like, damn, like, it's just like.
Drake said, I said. Kendrick Lamar slides in and said, boy, we heard what you said. For Pharrell, I inherit the beef. And that's why Kendrick Lamar said it.
Fuck all that pushing P. Let me see you push a T.
You think about spending it, or you better off spending on him again. You think about pushing me. He's Terrence Thorne. I'm Terrence Crawford. Yeah, I'm whooping feet.
Best song out of the beef. Just being honest.
In his diss to Drake that he's inheriting Pharrell's beef. Because Pharrell don't want to beef with you, but you can beef with me, Drake. So Drake responds by saying, if Pharrell wants his legacy back, tell him to come get it in my house.
It's just like he doesn't like, this is how I felt during like the Drake versus Kendrick. A lot of things. Like, a lot of things that Drake was saying, it just felt like he didn't understand what was going on, like just the comments he was making, like what did he say? I fuck black and white and everything that's in between, and I was like, that's not what he didn't mean. It was because you only like mess with white girls or something. It was a whole different meaning, but he kept saying that about like different things. I was just like, what is happening?
Drake said, I said. Kendrick said, boy, we heard what you said. You're not listening, Drake. You better stay focused or you're gonna lose.
He lost.
Drake loses the battle. After he loses, an interviewer goes over to Pharrell, and Pharrell finally responds to the chain situation. They said, Pharrell, you got a Lego movie made about you. You GQ's designer of the year. You a legendary producer. What you feel about the Drake chain situation? Now, if you know anything about Pharrell, he not gonna act up in an interview. He said, I don't feel anything about it. Drake is a fan of hip hop. He's a fan of the culture. I guess that's why he bought the chains. But this is years in the making. The interviewer's trying to get something going. He says, it didn't affect you. Pharrell said,
See, like I said, the interview had to be big. He was trying to be messy, trying to get some viral clip or something. And that's not what he got. I don't know why he would like go to Pharrell thinking this was going to cause some type of like thing. That's why Kendrick picked SZA to interview him, because this is what reporters do. They try to get moments.
no. Pharrell literally responds with one word, but to the interviewer's credit, he keeps going. He wants to get a scoop. He said, Pharrell said, allow me to explain further. When you let go of something, you're supposed to let go of your connection to it as well, not just a physical item. I let the chains go. They're gone. If I wanted them, I would have kept them.
Exactly. Come on.
The interviewer said, well, that makes sense. I think the craziest part about it is that's pretty much all Drake's beef. He starts beefing with somebody because he has a problem, and people are like, what? Well, then Drake will keep doing little things that he thinks are big until you realize, am I beefing with Drake? I think I'm beefing with Drake. It seems like Drake takes little small material things and holds on to them forever mentally. But to everyone else, they're little.
And that's just, you're never going to be happy like that if you do stuff like that. I have that issue. I won't say that I'm going to beef with somebody for years. I just probably like, I think my issue more is like if we had a fallout, right? And you were like crazy wrong. I'll let it go for real. Like, I'm not going to sneak this. I'm not going to do none of that. But I'm never like fuck with you in that way again. It's not happening. I can't do it. Like the relationship for me is like forever tarnished. Now, I don't think that's necessarily holding a grudge. I feel like you live and you learn, and I learned, and I will not do that again type of thing. You know what I'm saying? But I did before have an issue with like holding like just, this person did me wrong in high school. I'm pit like, and it's like it's just it was stupid. And then I just realized like, you know what? I don't have to be angry continuously. I could just let it go, but I would just never fuck with that person again. Move on with my life. And I feel like, yeah, like I don't care how much money this man has. I don't care what accolades, whatever. If you are going to be so angry at people, something else is going on, deep rooted, for you to be that upset all the time. So I don't know. That's just how I see it. And it just makes him look very immature and just makes him look very immature and petty, because like, what is your reasoning for being? I feel like it would be so embarrassing to keep beefing with somebody who's not responding to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of understand him beefing with Kendrick. They were going back and forth for years. Okay, shot here. So it wasn't like beefing with a wall, like, and you a bitch, and then the person don't never say nothing, and then you keep beefing. I can get one time, but you keep going, crazy. But I like the way Pharrell handled it. I'm always going to support my Virginia people. You feel me? So, anyways, y'all like, come subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. I'll see y'all in the next one.